What if you could turn your regular, ordinary car into a self-driving car for just $300? No buying a brand new Tesla, no trading in your current vehicle, no expensive dealership upgrades. Just one small device made in China that you install yourself, and suddenly your car starts driving itself. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, this device actually exists. It is real, it is available right now, and it has been absolutely blowing up online over the past few months. Tech channels, automotive forums, Reddit threads, Twitter, everyone is talking about it. Some people are calling it the most disruptive car tech product of the decade. Others are raising serious questions about whether it is actually safe to use on public roads. So today, we are going to cover everything. What this device actually is, how it works, what it can and cannot do, who the company behind it is, whether it is safe, and most importantly, should you actually buy one?
Let's get into it. So first things first, what exactly is this device? The product that has everyone talking is called the 3X, made by a company called AI. Now, AI is actually an American company founded by George Hotz, but the device itself and much of its development ecosystem has deep ties to open-source community contributions from around the world, and many of the competing products in this space are being manufactured and sold out of China at dramatically lower price points, some starting as low as $300. The broader category of product here is called an aftermarket driver assistance system. Essentially, it is a plug-in device that uses cameras, sensors, and artificial intelligence software to add self-driving or semi-autonomous driving features to vehicles that did not originally come with them from the factory. The device typically consists of a small hardware unit that mounts onto your windshield or dashboard, connects to your car through the OBD port or a dedicated wiring harness, and then runs AI software that reads the road ahead and communicates with your car's steering and braking systems in real time. The pitch is simple and incredibly compelling. You do not need to buy a new car to get access to advanced driver assistance technology. You can add it to the car you already own today for a fraction of the cost of a new vehicle. Now let's talk about how this actually works, because the technology behind it is genuinely fascinating. At the core of these devices is a front-facing camera system. The camera continuously captures video of the road ahead, the lane markings, the vehicles in front of you, the curves and bends in the road, and any obstacles or hazards that appear. This video feed is processed in real time by an onboard AI system that has been trained on millions of hours of real driving data. The AI does several things simultaneously. It identifies lane markings and calculates where your vehicle should be positioned within the lane. It tracks the vehicle ahead of you and calculates a safe following distance. It reads the curvature of the road and predicts how the steering needs to adjust to keep you in your lane around corners. And it monitors the overall driving environment to detect situations where human intervention might be needed. Once the AI has processed all of this information, it sends commands to your car's existing systems. Through the connection to your vehicle's control systems, it can make small, continuous adjustments to the steering to keep you centered in your lane. It can manage your throttle and braking to maintain a set following distance behind the car ahead of you. And it can apply the brakes if it detects a potential collision situation. The more advanced versions of this technology also incorporate additional sensors. Some models include radar or ultrasonic sensors alongside the cameras, which improves the system's ability to detect objects and measure distances accurately in a wider range of conditions, including low light, rain, and fog. The software side of things is equally important. The best systems in this space use neural networks that are constantly learning and improving. Every mile driven with the device active contributes data that helps refine the AI model over time. This is the same fundamental approach that companies like Tesla use with their Autopilot and full self-driving systems, just delivered in a much more affordable and accessible package. So what can this device actually do in the real world? Let's be specific here, because this is where a lot of the hype needs to be separated from the reality. The strongest use case for these devices is highway driving. On a clear highway with well-marked lanes and relatively predictable traffic, a good aftermarket driver assistance system can handle lane keeping, adaptive cruise control, and smooth following distance management very effectively. You set your speed, The device keeps you in your lane and maintains a safe gap behind the car in front of you, and you can drive for extended stretches with significantly reduced effort. Lane centering is generally excellent on modern versions of these devices. The AI is very good at reading lane markings and making the continuous micro-adjustments needed to keep the vehicle centered. On long highway drives, this feature alone dramatically reduces driver fatigue. Automatic emergency braking is another feature that works reliably well. If the system detects that you are closing in on the vehicle ahead too quickly, it will apply the brakes automatically. This is a genuine safety feature that has proven effective in real-world situations. Some of the more advanced devices also handle lane changes with a signal prompt, navigate highway on-ramps and off-ramps, and manage stop-and-go traffic in congested conditions. Where these systems have limitations is in complex urban environments. City driving involves a level of unpredictability, pedestrians, cyclists, unusual intersections, construction zones, unclear lane markings, that current AI systems in this price range still struggle with. Most manufacturers of these devices are transparent about this and recommend using the system primarily on highways and well-structured roads. Now let's talk about who is actually behind this technology, because the competitive landscape here is really interesting. The company that essentially created this category is AI, founded by George Hotz, who became famous for being the first person to unlock the original iPhone and later for hacking the PlayStation 3. Hotz founded AI with the vision of making self-driving technology accessible to everyone, not just people who could afford a Tesla or a luxury vehicle with factory driver assistance systems. AI's software, called Autopilot, is open source, meaning the code is publicly available for anyone to view, modify, and improve. This has created a large and active developer community that has contributed enormously to making the system better over time. Now, what has happened in the years since AI launched is that manufacturers, particularly in China, have taken inspiration from this open-source approach and started producing their own hardware devices that run Autopilot or similar AI driving software at dramatically lower price points. Some of these Chinese manufactured devices are selling for as little as $300, bringing this technology within reach of a massive new audience. Compared to Tesla's Autopilot, these aftermarket systems are genuinely impressive for the price point. Tesla Autopilot comes built into vehicles that start at around $40,000. Getting access to full self-driving capability on top of that costs considerably more. The idea that you can get a meaningful portion of that functionality for $300 on a device you install yourself is a genuinely remarkable value proposition. That said, Tesla's system benefits from being deeply integrated with the vehicle's hardware and software from the ground up, which gives it advantages in performance, reliability, and safety that aftermarket solutions are still working to match. Now let's be completely honest about the safety concerns, because this is the part of the conversation that matters most. The number one thing you need to understand about any of these devices, regardless of price or brand, is that they are driver assistance systems, not fully autonomous self-driving systems. Every manufacturer of these products is clear about this, and it is critical that anyone using them understands it deeply. These systems require an attentive human driver behind the wheel at all times. You cannot close your eyes, climb into the back seat, or take your attention off the road. The AI can and does make mistakes. It can misread lane markings in poor weather. It can struggle with unusual road situations. It can fail to detect certain types of obstacles. When those situations occur, you need to be ready to take control immediately. There have been documented incidents involving aftermarket driver assistance systems where drivers overtrusted the technology and were not paying attention when the system encountered a situation it could not handle. The outcomes of those incidents range from minor to very serious. There are also significant legal considerations. In many jurisdictions across the United States, Canada, and Europe, the laws around aftermarket modifications to vehicle safety systems are complex and in some cases unclear. Using one of these devices could potentially affect your insurance coverage, and in the event of an accident, the legal liability questions can get very complicated very quickly. Reliability is another honest concern with the lower-priced Chinese manufactured options specifically. Quality control, software update support, and long-term reliability can vary significantly between manufacturers. If you are going to invest in one of these devices, doing thorough research on the specific manufacturer and model including reading real user reviews from people who have used it extensively, is absolutely essential. So the final question, should you buy one? Here is the honest answer. If you do a lot of highway driving, you are a tech-savvy person who understands the limitations of driver assistance systems, you are committed to staying attentive behind the wheel at all times, and you want to reduce fatigue on long drives without spending tens of thousands of dollars on a new vehicle, then yes, one of these devices could genuinely add value to your driving experience. The technology, even at the $300 price point, is real, it works, and for highway use in particular, it is impressive. But if you are looking for something that will truly drive your car for you while you sit back and relax, that is not what this is. Not yet. Anyone selling you that dream at $300 is overselling what the technology can currently deliver. The smarter way to think about this is as a very advanced cruise control system with lane keeping. Useful, genuinely helpful, worth considering, but requiring your full attention and respect for its limitations every single time you use it. The future of self-driving technology being democratized and made accessible to every driver regardless of budget is an exciting and real direction that this industry is moving in. This $300 device is an early and imperfect but genuinely fascinating step in that direction. And that is the full breakdown of this Chinese $300 device that claims to turn any car into a self-driving car. The technology is real, the potential is enormous, the limitations are real too. And the most important thing you can do before buying anything like this is go in with accurate expectations and a commitment to using it responsibly. Now I want to hear from you. Would you actually put one of these devices in your car, or does the safety concern hold you back? Drop your honest answer in the comments below. I read every single one, and I genuinely want to know what you think. If you found this video valuable, hit the like button right now. It takes 1 second, and it makes a huge difference in helping this channel grow. And if you are not part of this community yet, subscribe right now and turn on the bell so you never miss a video. Every single week we bring you the most important tech stories, honest reviews, and future-focused content that actually matters. I will see you in the next one.